Hey y'all, it's Mary and welcome to Mask Monday. I'm going to do these eye masks and I'll tell you more about them. I'm going to put them on right quick. These are aloe vera. I really need some help. I have a story to tell you and it's not pretty. So I just am wore out. I'm wore out. These are so pretty. Just thought they match my t-shirt and help my eyes feel better. I've not been well, just stressed out due to what has occurred. But I am going to first tell you about my winner from the Dollar Tree train. I was in the Dollar Tree train, the back to school, and that is Miss Jackie Russell is the hostess of that. And there were 14 channels in that collaboration, and we had a lot of fun. And so there's 14 winners. So each of us will announce our winner as we go. Everybody has a different way of showing their winner. Some will put it on their community post or on the post, and some will make a video. And so hopefully you can find who all the winners are. Some will post their winners right away, and some will, take a little time to get their video up, or their whatever their comment or whatever up. So please give them a little time. And these are the Bloomora. I have given these away a few times. These are really nice masks. They're like $6.99 on Amazon. Really easy gift. There's 30 pair in here. It's a great deal. There's in this particular set, there's 10 different varieties, 10 different ones. So this one is the aloe vera, and it does say that say goodbye to dark circles and puffiness, aloe vera. So they have different formulas, each of them. So I do love these. They're just really nice. And my winner for the Dollar Tree train is Favorites with Laura. So thank you so much to Favorites with Laura for watching the videos. She did everything right, y'all. She is publicly subscribed to everybody and commented on all of our videos. And that is what you have to do in these collaborations to win, to be eligible to win. And she did everything right. So thank you so much to Laura for participating. And she's got a great channel. If you don't know her yet, I'm sure you do, but if you don't, I'll put her link below. Go check her out. She does a lot of different hauls and things like that. She does a lot of different collabs as well. So go check her out, y'all. And I wanted to get that out of the way because that is the most important part of this video. I'm going to tell you a story, and it's not a pretty story. So if you don't like upset, then, or if you're, this is really for my subscribers that know me pretty well and care about me. If you're new here, you're welcome to listen, of course. But it's just not my usual. I don't want you to think this is what I usually do, because I don't. I have a happy channel. I believe my channel is a happy channel. And I don't like to promote negativity. But I had a very awful experience this weekend. And I wanted just to share it with you. And a lot of my fellow co-creators will say, watch your surroundings and all that. Especially a lot of people tell me that because I am single. And I do. I'm from a big city. I'm from Chicago. And I'm used to looking around. I'm used to locking my doors. I'm used to taking care of myself. I've been in a couple of physical fights in my life. They never were prompted by me. Someone's attacked me and I have defended myself. And I don't like that. Who likes that? I don't like that. I mean, some people like to fight. I don't like to fight, but you're not going to get the better of me. You're going to have some damage. You're going to end up in the hospital if you put me in the hospital. Let me just say that. I'm all right. I need to start off by that. I don't have any physical problems. Nothing physically harmed me. And I am sick, if that's the right way to say it. My emotions are all over the place. I've had a real hard time processing what happened. I've talked to my pastor about it. I've talked to many friends that I go, and many of my friends here I go to church with. I've talked to coworkers. I've talked to some of you because I did post some about it on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook a lot, but I just I wasn't thinking when I posted on Facebook about the consequences of when you post. I posted thanking my community, my police officer and 911 operator and the city that I was in. I thanked them for their kindness. So this is what happened. I went to the gas station on Saturday. I don't usually do that. I usually don't do that. I usually do that during the week, but I did. It's a story as to how I did it, as to why I was out on Saturday doing that, but I won't go into all that. So Saturday, I went to the gas station. It was a gas station that is on a corner of Walmart, you have to drive into the Walmart parking lot to get to the gas station. So if that helps you, it's not on the main road, it's on a corner of a main road. But anyway, okay, I went in, and for whatever reason, my gas, I don't even know what to call it, y'all. Where you put the gas in is on my right side. Everybody else's is on their left side. I've had the same car. This is the third time I've had the car that I own. And it's always been on the left side. I need to write to my car company and tell them it needs to be on, did I say the right side? It needs to be on the left side. It needs to be on the driver's side because that's safer for the driver, okay? Because when you get out to get gas, if you are gonna pay at the pump, you get out here, you pay right here, you're done. If you have to cross to the other side of your car, you know, you're more vulnerable, okay? So since this was the case, this gas station was covered up with people. There was someone at every pump. There was someone behind everyone. So nobody was parked or was waiting in line that I could go behind them to get on this side of the pump. They were all on this side of the pump. Hope this is making sense. So I had to stay out of the perimeter to wait. And, but I was, as you come into the lots, okay? And like I said, I drove all around to see that I couldn't get a spot. So I waited till something came loose. So this older gentleman started to move and I went in. In the meantime, as I'm starting to go in, I see behind me at the entrance, a white truck come in, pickup truck come in and go this way and to go around. And okay, they wanted that spot. But I was there and I got in the spot. They stop here. I get out of my car. The driver is fine. The passenger gets out and comes running at me. And, you know, you took my spot, blah, blah, blah. It went on. The words, the unkind words, the ugliest words you've ever heard in your life, curse words on top of all that, at me. And I said, I waited in line and I won't be long because I have a small vehicle. So I knew it wasn't going to take me long. It would take me 2 minutes and I'd be done. So I just ignored them and walked around to put gas in my car. She came around and just, you know, yelled and screamed and cursed. Okay, so I'm thinking in my head all kinds of things, except never thought of my phone, never thought of my camera, which would have been really helpful. I just was pumping the gas. I had trouble with the pump, or so I thought, because I was getting like this. I was getting like this, like what the heck? Let's get done and get out of here. And the pump was working. Smudge just jumped up on the table. The pump was working. I just didn't know it was working, and then I realized it was working. So by that time, I had cursed back at her. I did not want to curse, but I did. And so then the woman that was getting gas next to me, I did apologize to her for my language, and I told her I was waiting in line, and she just sort of nodded at me. She looked like she was in the fear of God. She wanted to get the heck out of there. So then it was done, and by that time, these people had gotten across from me, and the driver of the truck was what I call a boy. He was anywhere from 16 to 25. I can't tell ages. And he sees me finish, and then he yells over, all that for $22. And I'm like, all what? I didn't do any of it. This woman did all of it. So I think I said a curse word to him. I told him to, something off. I think I did. And so that prompted the woman to get out of the car again. The woman was 40 to 50 years old. She gets out of the car and she's all huff, huff. And she's coming around. I'm coming around my car to get into my car to go away. And she comes around and she chest bumps me. But I did tell the police I didn't think she did that on purpose. I think it was because we were both coming together. I don't think she did it on purpose. A lot of people think that she did. Anyway, that's besides the point, because I told the cop I didn't think she did. And she just kept on. And I said, I'm calling the police. And she, because I thought that would make her back off. But instead of calling the police, she said, what a stupid curse idiot I was, and did I want her to dial 911 for me, because I probably couldn't even figure that out, kind of a thing. So I get in my car, I slam my door, I lock the door, and then she proceeds to pound on the window, and I drive away. In the meantime, I had dialed 911. I wasn't going to call the police, but since she was pounding on my car, I called the police. So I drive away. And I'm driving away, and the 911 operator says to me, do I have the tag number? Which, of course, I didn't have. So I swoop back around and park so that I can see the tag. So I hear her start yelling, she's trying to get a picture of our truck, blah, blah, blah. So she stands in front of the tag, so I can't get the picture. But she just was all, mad at me. Mad. I don't know what she was mad at. So she finally moved, and I got a picture. I mean, it was far away by that point. But I got a picture, and then I went across the street. Again, I'm in the parking lot, so it's sort of like across the street, but still in the parking lot. And I just pulled over there, and I was like this. And I was able to blow up the picture and tell the 911 operator the tag. And then the lady that I had talked to, that I just talked to her, she never responded. She came over by me to see if I was okay. And I told her I was on the phone with 911, and she yelled that I did everything right. And, but I felt like such a fool calling the police. Just talking to the police, I felt better. The 911 operator was so nice. And I said, I felt like I was taking up her time, and there's more important things out there. And, I just was a wreck over it. So in talking, the nice lady that stopped, I never got her name or number or anything. And the 911 lady felt comfortable enough to let me go because the cop was on his way. So within a minute, when I noticed that my gas thing was open, so I got out of the car to go close that, get back in my car, because she said stay in the car with the doors locked. Cop gets there, and I'm talking to him, and then he can see from where he's standing, he's looking at the gas station, and he can see that they have cameras. So, but he said to me, am I willing to ride it out? That was a wreck. When he got there, I started to cry just a little bit, like I think because of the relief of, someone's there. But by that time, the perpetrator, whatever you want to call them, they were gone. They drove away. So he shows me a picture of the owner of the vehicle, and it was not them. He said he'd have to do some investigating. And now this is new information for those of you that knew about it and asked me questions. He did call me on Sunday after church. He called me, and the owner of the address of that house was deceased. So they didn't know who lived at that house. It wasn't in the city that I was in, the town that I was in. It was in the county. So that's a different jurisdiction for him. So he'd have to have a county sheriff go out there. So he was, we talked, and he also sent me some of the footage from the video, and the perspective of the video is not really good. It doesn't really show. It doesn't show her touching me. It doesn't show her. Now, like I said, if she had rammed into me on purpose, I think she would have kept, doing this. And she didn't. And she didn't say to me that I knocked into her, like somebody that, really mad would. So that's why I think it was a mistake. We just happened to collide, but I wasn't hurt. She wasn't hurt. My car wasn't hurt. She just banged on the windows. She didn't do any damage to the car. But anyway, he was going to pursue it. He had told me what to do. I was supposed to go to the magistrate and file a report or file a whatever. I had a case number, blah, blah, blah. Well, when he talked to me on Sunday, he said that, you know, she could get jail time up to 1 year and get fined up to $1,000. And I said, I don't want all that. You know, I don't. I said, what I'd like is if someone in uniform would go to her house, knock on her door, and she'd get the fear of God scared into her. You know, like, don't act like this. Because, you know, I told the cop that I was 63, and he said, you know, he's a young guy, his mom is about 70. And he said, if this happened to my mother, he would be very upset. Because at first I was like, I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? Because they were asking, do you want to file charges? I'm like, I don't know. Probably not, you know. Anyway, so I'm all right. I'm just, because of the stress of it, I hold a lot of tension in my neck. My neck is really killing me. I need to go to the chiropractor to help me with that. And it really changed the course of my weekend. I had a bunch of things to do that have not gotten done. So this is a very long video, and I'm going to say goodbye. I appreciate all of you all. I know if you didn't know about this before and you know about it now, I know that you love me. I know that you care about me. Please say a little prayer for me. And I'm fine. You know, a little post-traumatic stress is what I'd say that I have. And that, you know, that's not going to last me forever. I'm not afraid to go outside. I'm not afraid to go to a store. So don't worry about that. The whole thing was so bizarre because in my little small town, I would say this kind of thing doesn't happen. And on Facebook, there is an unfiltered group that is from this area that posts all kinds of awful things like that. And I fully expected to have a video of me on there. I was really disappointed that nobody intervened. Nobody intervened. I saw on the video of from the Walmart video that there was a man that was looking and, like, you know, looking like this, but he didn't come over to try to do anything. I know people are afraid these days. You know, I did think at one point when she came back out, I thought she could have a gun, you know. My cousin told me that I should carry, and if I took out a gun at that point with that crowded gas station and pointed that gun and told her to stop, I think I would have been shot dead. So, you know, I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be a gun advocate or against it or anything. So please, I shouldn't even said that part. Maybe I'll cut that out. So anyway, I'm done, and I love you guys, and thank you for thinking of me, and thank you for your prayers, and thank you for being here, and do something to take care of yourself today. These have been on for 18 minutes or thereabouts now, so they're very nice. It's a, you know, it's like a little rubber thing, you know, and it puts some nice lotion under my eyes. You can see my eyes are baggy. And then you're supposed to just sort of press the essence in a little bit. And then I will let that seep in. And after a while, I'll do my nighttime skincare routine and go to bed. So, because I'm recording this on Sunday afternoon, y'all. So congratulations to my winner, Miss Favorites with Laura. And y'all go check out her channel if you don't know her. Like I said, I know you do. But I love y'all very much. And thank you for being here. And thank you for your support. No matter how you support me. Thumbs up, comment. If you've been watching me a while and you don't comment, please just throw a little emoji up there just so I know you're here. I did say on my Friday night gab, I'm going to be doing this big 5,000 road to 5,000 giveaway, which I'm trying to do, but I couldn't get, y'all, I didn't have the strength to get any of it done this weekend. So I'm going to work on that. And I did say though, that if somebody comes onto my channel and says, hey, Mary, so-and-so referred me. Your name is going in a bucket. Even though we don't have the giveaway out yet, your name is going in. I have a big bucket, and I expect it to be filled with names by the time we draw a winner. So please keep that in mind. You're going to have lots of time. You know, it'll take a while for me to get to 5,000. So you'll have lots of time to refer me out to people and get them to come over and join my channel, or not join my channel, because they don't have to join a membership. They just have to subscribe, and they have to you know, comment once in a while. Watch my videos would be nice, you know? So think about your friends who would like beauty, who would like to hear these crazy stories once in a while. Please, I hope this never happens again to anybody. Like several of my dear friends say, I say count your blessings. They watch your surroundings. Be careful in your surroundings. I was very careful in my surroundings. I watched my car during that whole thing because I didn't want her to open the door and grab anything. You know, we can't always protect ourselves. We can't always. I wasn't going down without a fight. If she was going to do it, I was going to do it. So, because I will protect myself. Okay, love y'all. Take care. Count your blessings. Bye-bye.